Sorry to interrupt you, Brian. But Rashad, like I'm not that good, so
You're not supposed to do that. Interrupt
I think he actually has more, like one more tap land than most of the Jund decks too. He has a Vastwood
Are we going to definitely do something
on top of 4 Raging Ravines.
That is a lot. A lot of removal in this deck.
23rd.
Like tacos better or nachos?
Nachos would be good.
Nachos?
We're on the air.
Nachos, no meat?
We're on the air.
No sour cream.
Just messing.
Guacamole?
Showing his skill with the Bloodbraid Elf off the top.
Yeah, a lot of skill there.
What?
Bloodbraid Elf off the top. Getting
Indeterminate.
+1/+1 with Oran Reef.
That's what they do.
I just not kicked Boros Bushwhacker for Gerry. So it looks like Jerry's got O-Ring, Ranger Vios, Cunning Spark Mage, 2 Cunning Spark Mages.
This one's headed a little south for Gerry, it looks like.
Yeah, started off promising, but the couple of Cascade spells turned it around.
I mean, when he mulled to 6, he kept a 2-lander, and he hasn't seen any since, right?
Yeah, even though he's running, 26 lands in his deck?
Pretty standard.
Rashad, I like that. Guys, you should continue commentating so I can figure this out. You should talk.
Another.
Is Jerry at a high enough life total where he can claw back into this?
I'm going to go with no.
I think maybe if he hit a land that turn, he could go Spark Mage and then top deck a Caller.
Right.
He had a 1-turn window. Probably going with the Rune Blaster plan.
Yeah, almost without a doubt, Rune Blaster. Have to attack that awful Jund mana base.
Do you think he's going to leave in all of his Earthquakes or some of them?
I doubt it. I don't know. Do you leave an Earthquake in this matchup?
Probably not if they have Bituminous Blast, I'm thinking, because they have just more removal.
Did Jerry get to see his deck list, or was it just...
I don't know if they saw.
Going in blind here?
I think they're going in blind.
Yeah, it wasn't me. Like I looked up your recommendation I have like.
There's Malakir times 2.
This is a 26 land build of Jund. I think Rune Blaster's been getting worse and worse against Jund.
They just keep adding more lands and more fixing. Yeah. When the Manland came in as like a really good card for the Jund deck, they just wanted to play more lands to go with it.
So Jerry
Really,
lost
really
that
plugged a
first
hole
game.
for that deck.
Chain Reaction, I haven't seen that in Jund Sideboard before.
Yeah,
That's actually insane in this matchup, right?
Yeah. Wrath of God. Probably alright. He has 2 Malakir Blood Witches, too, which, from talking to Owen and Steve Locke, Owen Turnwell and Steve Locke, it's pretty bad news for the...
He doesn't have any Death Marks, though, which is probably the best card you could have against that deck.
That's true. Like, in our testing, anytime a Jund deck brought in for a Death Mark, it was really bad for the Boros decks. It's one of the reasons we ended up not playing Boros at the Pro Tour.
What do you think he boards out, the Jund player?
I would say...
Wolfbriar Elemental deck can probably go.
Yeah. He probably brings in, like, 4 cards, right?
I guess since he's bringing in Malakirs, those are 5 drops, and the Chain Reactions, 4 cards, 2 of each. Probably wants to take out some of his higher curve stuff.
Does he though? Like, I don't know, Siege Gang and Broodmate are so good against Jaeger decks. Like, I don't know what you take out of this deck. Maybe Explore? Maybe you can just, like, develop slower against
Just have more
a deck like this?
real spells.
Yeah, just more gas.
So what are we looking at here?
We're trying to figure out what the Jund deck takes out against to get the 4 cards in.
What 4 cards that Does he want in the 2 Malkir Blood Witch, 2 Chain
If he knows Gerry has Earthquake, he might actually be taking his commanders out. So like 2 commanders.
That's true.
Wolfbriar, like 1 other random card for the 4 sideboard cards.
These players don't have complete information about their opponent's deck, so he may or may not know too much about.
All right, we got the game going.
Gerry's deck.
The turn 1 Raging Ravine and
Turn 1 Terramorphic Expanse.
Gerry draws. It's a Ranger Vios.
He's got Arid Mesa, Rune Blaster, Elf or Plains. I couldn't see what that last card was. Later Geopeed.
The natural Bushwhacker.
Turn 2 nothing out of the Jund deck, per usual. I think that's a main reason I just don't like playing Jund. It's just like the amount of time you just brick turn 2 and don't get to do anything.
That's some really clunky draws.
Probably not real rational, but.
Dan falls to 19 because of the Verdant Catacombs.
Gerry T still has no creatures this game. Which is
what are the
like
white
a
spells?
position to be in. I can't really see his hand.
They might just be plains.
The Jund player looks like he boarded in Chain Reaction. Dan Green over there.
As predicted by our ace commentating team.
What's up, Lightning?
Finally an outlet for our Bushwhacker.
What?
Finally an outlet for our Bushwhacker.
Gerry's going to stack 2 lands here and cast Rune Blaster with the kicker.
Now, depending on what land the Jund player has to follow up, like this could be a huge swing, right? Might be able to just carry away. I think I see a Verdant Catacombs, but he won't have any red mana, right? Unless he has Basic Mountain or Dragon Skull Summit, maybe. One of the M10 lands.
Crack.
Crack in for 2.
Yeah, it looks like he doesn't have a red source. You drew a Bloodbraid Elf for the turn?
Gerry T still has a Ruin Blaster in reserve in his hand, too.
And of course, Ranger Vios here can get something pretty powerful like Steplink's Bushwhacker. I guess he only has 1 Bushwhacker, right? So
it's pretty brutal having that second Rune Blaster here because like 8 of the red sources come into play tapped or something.
Yeah, that's good old Jund.
looks good for Gerry to win this game, but then again, that's what we said last game, right? Just like Gerry was a little ahead, and then his opponent went Bituminous Blast and Bloodbraid Elf.
It looks good for the first couple of turns, and then he drew no lands.
I'm feeling better about this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Gerry goes Marsh Flats, so he can hold off on that Marsh Flats this turn. Attacking for 5. And threaten to kill his opponent next turn with 2 Steplink's and Marsh Flats.
Man, I love a Ranger reviews.
I don't know how much I like this chain reaction plan against Rune Blaster.
Yeah, there seems like it might be trumped. Yeah, Gerry evens it up. These are best of 3, right?
Yep.
Gerry goes to the sideboard.
Looks like he did board out all of the Earthquakes, which seems correct.
Yeah.
So Gerry T took that one?
Yes. I think he takes out Cunning Spark Mage, or?
Looks like all the Spark Mages are out.
Yeah. This might be a short round 1 of top 8. And then we can go see if we can move another match over.
So rare to really see Gerry T beating down like this. Such a...
Yeah, usually I see him casting like mass removal and card draw spells and counters.
Might be a good sign for this deck.
Or maybe it's just the state of control and standard right now. There's not too many good decks.
Yeah, it's kind of